today. From Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. The Panther offense ready to go for their first possession, and at the helm you see him in his first year in Carolina after 3 with the Jets. It's Sam Darnold.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Darnold on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hubbard. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
First carry for the Oklahoma State man, Chuba Hubbard. A check on the numbers last week for Hubbard. 19 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
They've won 2 straight games and have done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
They'll run with Hubbard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground. Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Now a give. It's Hubbard going left. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. Darnold. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people at him, a couple extra guys in the pocket, see if he can handle it. The second thing, you want to make him think. Show him one look, go to another, disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try and make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. now to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, it's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
So here come the Bills for their first go on offense, led by their Pro Bowl quarterback. Now in his 4th season, it's Josh Allen.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The quick feet by Jackson. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
His throw incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
He'll get this complete to the running back, Hubbard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
He's got Anderson on the slant. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now we're talking about interceptions.
There he goes, left side. 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Back to throw, Darnold. That caught by Tremble. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And they'll run on 1st down with Hubbard. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Now it's Darnold. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, get the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
After one, 17-7 is our score. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Breida. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Matt Breida, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. He's got the lead here in the second quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing well, your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that, because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On 2nd down, here's a run with Hubbard. Gets by him at the 25. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball, because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Throwing here on 3rd down, Darnold. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Isaiah McKenzie is back deep for the Bills. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Allen. Flushed out right. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
And that's a tough one for the defense because the coverage was good downfield. He was forced to work his way out of the pocket to his right, spotted his man on the sideline, and got it to him to pick up the 1st down on 3rd down.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And the Bills are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the 1st down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd. That is caught by Moss for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Darnold. He'll go underneath with it, finding Freeman. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1. The name of the game, as always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. This is brought in by the tight end, Tommy Sweeney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 2nd down, here's a run with Moss. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
First down, they stay with Moss on the ground. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Moss going to have a first down and more. And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Abdullah's going to stay put, and the drive will start at the 25. Sam Darnold and the Carolina offense set to take over here. He's doing his job, but the bottom line, they're losing. They've got a deficit to make up here, and he knows it.
And quarterbacks who last in this league learned that lesson really early. You may have had a great stat line and felt pretty good about how you played, but if your team didn't win, it almost doesn't matter. And right now, he's adopted that attitude. How do I get better? How does my team get better? How do we find a way to win the game?
Now he's hoping to lead his team. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is down to 4. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's in his own second quarter, already closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that triple digits, that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't it, that 100-yard mark?
It really has, and that never has to shift because it's in a game. It's a 1,000-yard mark.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On the handoff, it's Moss. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 32-yard line. On the counter, this is Moss. And he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down, it's Moss again. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 111 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On first down, Moss. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll run the screen with Moss. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's third down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackle him for just a short gain.
Third down, here's a run by Moss. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That's complete to Moss out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Now a first carry for their fullback.
I don't know about you, partner, but on 2nd and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the handoff, running left, Moss. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll run with Moss. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. On the give, this is Moss. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. They'll run here with Moss. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Zach Moss taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bills take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Bass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. DJ Moore, the Carolina offense, about to take over once again. You look at the numbers for him, and 1,000 yards, obviously well within his sights, barring injury. He will get there. The question, will he get there in this game?
Well, he would love to. Duh, right? Of course he would. But, you know, watching him play this year, we often talk about defenses, you know, allocating extra resources to try and stop a guy of his ilk, right? But you know what else kicks in? his pride to say, okay, I don't care how many you throw in my direction, I'm still going to find a way to get open. I will use different moves. I will move against formation. I will come underneath routes and try and run through some people and kind of get natural picks in order to work his way open. He wants to get that 1,000, and he doesn't want any less passes to come to his direction.
He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. That's complete out right to the tight end, Trimble. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Darnold. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And down inside the 15 he goes.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again. This time it's Abdullah. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Amir Abdullah, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's Amir Abdullah that finishes it off with a touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's had a touchdown for every quarter so far. 3 here in the 3rd, and probably hoping he's not done yet.
And this is a situation where it's okay to be greedy. When you've already scored 3 times, you want 4, you want more than that, and guess what? That only helps your team.
Yeah, so far 3, now in search of 4. On 1st down, they'll start out with Moss. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So that time they get the tight end on the hold.
Normally he's a pretty good run blocker, but this time he just didn't get his arms extended and let go quickly enough. The flag came out as a result.
Throwing now is Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From the 41, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw, it's Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's brought down. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Allen to throw once more. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. The quick feet by Jackson. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Darnold. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Darnold. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he comes back with one complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
2nd down and goal. Darnold. To the end end zone, but it's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
They'll start on the ground with Moss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going with Moss on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd down at 7. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Boy, 179 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
They'll run on 1st down with Moss. Fights through and now a crease. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Oh, Diggs, what a catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Yetur Gross-Matos there to bring him down. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Right back to Moss. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. Now a run with Moss. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Panthers are right back in this football game. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the interception, here's Darnold. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down. Darnold, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Darnold over the middle, and it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. He finds his man, complete. That's more. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Darnold. He completes it to Abdullah. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Freeman. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short definitely was a great time to dial one up.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Darnold. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. Touchdown! Royce Freeman, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Allen and the Bills now down by a field goal. 2:06 to play. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete to Diggs. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Allen now on 1st down. He finds his man complete. That's McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Throwing is Allen. And Diggs has it. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Allen. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Here's Allen. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the late touchdown that puts him out in front here in the final minute of the contest. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And now it's the Panthers' turn, trailing by 4. A little over 40 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. Here's Darnold. It's complete. Abdullah. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now Darnold. There's Tremble, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 7, but they'll happily give him that. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Darnold. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with third down coming up. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Darnold to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots.